Well, sticking with news from the Supreme Court, big relief just moments ago for ex-BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma from the country's top court. It has agreed to club all the FIRs that have been filed against Nupur Sharma. They will all be transferred and investigated by the Delhi police in Delhi. The court has also extended the protection against arrest to Nupur Sharma. So big relief for Nupur Sharma from the court, and this comes 40 days, remember, after Nupur Sharma received a veritable tongue lashing from a Supreme Court bench which virtually blamed her for the atmosphere in the country and for the many violent incidents. Well, the Supreme Court today has said something completely different. Any further cases against Nupur related to the Prophet comment controversy will also be clubbed and investigated as one in Delhi. The court said today that the decision has been taken considering a serious threat to Nupur's life and liberty. The court further said that the suspended BJP spokesperson can approach the High Court for quashing of these FIRs.
How much effect does the Zubair judgment have on today's order?
No, I am only concerned with the order which has been passed by the court today. The court has now directed all the FIRs outside Delhi to be given to the investigation jurisdiction of the Delhi police to be carried out. And till such time the investigation is completed, the interim orders which had been passed earlier have been directed to be continued. Further FIRs or complaints which may get filed, they will also be treated in the same manner, and whenever the petitioner finds that there is a right to challenge for quashing of any FIR, she has been given the permission to approach the Delhi High Court for doing so.
So, what impact did the Mohammed Zubair judgment have on this particular case?
I have not analyzed it from that side.
But Justice Surikant, during the argument, Justice Surikant had pointed out that
we have relied upon to various orders which have been passed, and the similar orders which have been passed earlier in similar cases have been extended here in the present case.
Had she been granted relief from arrest as well?
The relief of no coercive steps which was granted earlier has been directed to be continued.
Yeah, I mean, why does this case need to be monitored? Because ultimately there's a statement, and all that one has to decide is whether any of the the statements were made, right? So there's very little scope for investigation anyway. One has to consider whether the statements were violative of the sections that have been invoked, whether it is 295 or 153 or 505, whatever the sections they've invoked. One has to only look at the comments and see whether they violate the section. You have to take a call on that. So what scope for investigation, and therefore what scope for monitoring? This is not some complicated case where monitoring is required.
I don't find something very unusual in this order of the Honorable Supreme Court in clubbing all the FIRs which are scattered over various states, as an expression of anguish by those who are affected by such alleged offence on her part. The constitutional assurance to every citizen is that no person can be prosecuted or convicted for the same offence twice. Now, she is alleged to have committed an offence without discussing the merits or the gravity of the alleged offence. The Supreme Court has upheld her right to be tried once for the offence, and therefore all the FIRs have been clubbed, and she has been asked to seek relief, whatever relief she may be asking for.
Well, the Supreme Court has clubbed all the FIRs, and now the Delhi High Court will be hearing it. And we were demanding since the beginning that Nupur Sharma, by her statements, has hurt the sentiments of billions of Muslims all over the world. She has insulted our Prophet, peace be upon him. And so she must be arrested. There were FIRs against her. She should be arrested, tried as per the court of law, and punished as per the court of law. This was our demand since the beginning. And now I am hopeful that the Honorable Delhi High Court would take cognizance, and they will direct the police as similarly for the similar offences, for the similar sections. One of the fact-checker, Mohammed Zubair, was arrested, and subsequently the Honorable Supreme Court granted him bail.